And boys, we're back here with another Madden video. Today, what I got for y'all is going over my favorite value cards in this game. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. Pretty much, it's a good card for a good price, and we're going to go ahead and get it started out at quarterback right here, where we're actually having the same one as the budget option, Baker Mayfield. I mean, down to 150K, I feel like you're practically stealing this card. 87 speed, 94 throw power, not the most mobile, but does have the best release in the game and gets one of the better ability stacks still, man. Like, you can go ahead and run the Gunslinger, you can run the Master Tactician, and you can run Gift Wrap for all 9 of your AP, and really, that's all I think you need on offense. You don't really need much more. This is one of the best in the pocket quarterbacks, and he still offers you a little bit of mobility. Now, let's move on to running back right here, where I really like James Cook. We had a ton of different options right here. I did consider Gale Sayers as well, but this card I just think is a really good back. I mean, 95 speed, 96 acceleration, just can do a little bit of everything, can catch, can run the ball effectively. I think James Cook is just, again, a good card in the game. At fullback right here, we're gonna have Dontari Poe, and I just really like this card. He's 6'3", 346, can run through people. Not the fastest, but good actual fullback stats, and he can be a power back for you as well. And maybe you don't like the style of James Cook running back, you'll probably like Dontari Poe if you don't like James Cook. So I feel like this is a good little 1-2 punch. Now let's move on to receiver, where we get one of the best ones in the game for sure. I mean, Xavier Worthy for 330K, I feel like he's well worth that. I mean, 97 speed with great route runnings. He is just a speed demon, and I think he's one of the best receivers in the game. And joining him today are two cards that I feel like, I don't want to say they're underrated right now, but for their price, man, sign me all the way up. We got Malik Neighbors, who is a little bit more expensive, but I mean, 96 speed compared to the top end cards that are going for millions upon millions, he is not that much worse. Like, he is a speed point less than some of these guys, and he hits 90s across the board for outrunning. I think Malik Neighbors is a beast. And at wide receiver 3, we're going to go ahead and have Jamar Chase as well, the 94 overall. That is 95 speed this time, but again, hits 90s across the board. And I really like our receiver room right here. Now let's go ahead and go to tight end, where I'm going to go ahead and have Vernon Davis right here. I mean, just an all-out receiving tight end, 6'3", 244, ideal player model right here, 94 speed, hits 90 for short and medium route running. And I mean, the run block also isn't terrible on the card. Like, 75 is by no means bad. And yeah, I think Vernon Davis, again, is like a really great receiving tight end because of his player model. Now let's go to offensive line right here, where I tried to just get a good balance of pass block power, pass block finesse, and regular run block. Pass block power and pass block finesse work against the defender's power moves and finesse moves, while regular run block counters the defender's block shed rating. And at left tackle right here, we're gonna have Jake Matthews, but not the 94, the 93. That is a lot less, and he's not that much worse. I mean, 93 pass block power, 92 pass block finesse, 92 run block. Good core ratings right there. Want to hit base 90 across the board. At left guard, we're gonna have Joel Bitonio, who so far 2 of the cards have been on my best lineup video. I mean, he just has really good core ratings: 94 pass block power, 95 pass block finesse, 95 run block. At center right here, I'm gonna have Travis Frederick, who isn't that much worse than our best option, Tyler Biazdes. A little bit worse pass block power, pass block finesse, but at least hits 90 for both, and he is a mauler in the run game with 97. 200K too, sign me up for that price. At right guard right here, we're gonna have Chris Lindstrom, and this card has 95 pass block power, 94 pass block finesse, 93 run block. I think he's a beast with that. And of course, at right tackle right here, this is probably the weak point in the offensive line. It's gonna be Lane Johnson. There's one rating I don't like on the card. It's 89 pass block finesse. You want to hit that 90 level, but 94 pass block power, 93 run block, and for 150K was our best option. So yeah, this is what the offense side of the ball is looking like. And in total, we spent around 3 mil on offense, and we covered 12 cards, which gave us an average price point of around 250K per position. Now let's go to the defense side of the ball, where defense, we have to talk about something because it's in the secondary. I think you have to spend on one card. Like, you have to choose one piece in the secondary where you're like, we have to spend a lot of coins. And for me, that player, I think it should be Brian Dawkins. Potentially, if you didn't do your legend solos, this card is not really value. This is more best set position, but like, compared to the other options that we have, this is kind of still value. And he's at a strong safety 2 right now, because I want to show how this lineup will look with him compared to without. And we're going to circle back to him in a little minute. Let's go back to free safety right here, where I'm for sure going to have Malcolm Jenkins right here. And Malcolm Jenkins, 94 speed with 92 zone. The big reason why it's here, of course, is that 1 AP mid zone knockout. Baseline, I want mid zone on my top 2 safeties and my outside corners just as a base. And I'm getting that for 1 AP, fantastic value. Our regular strong safety right right here can be Cam Chancellor, another discounted mid-zone player. No, he's not the fastest, but he's 6'3", has good height. Some people are going to worry about the speed, but I'm telling you, man, this has been my strong safety for a while. And I think he, again, is just great value for that with that 2 AP. So in total on defense, we spent 3 AP so far. And at CB1, we are going to have Marlon Humphrey right here. Marlon Humphrey with the 95 speed, 94 man, 92 zone, 93 press. And of course on him, 2 AP mid zone yet again. So this is the problem we get into though, okay? There's not really a cheap, affordable another mid-zone player, okay? Without the cheap mid-zones, the 2 corners I would run are just the big bodies, right? Like Ted Hendricks, who's 6'7", 94 speed, 94 XL, not really great zone, but he's 6'7", right? If he can't get the abilities, I'm taking the height. And same thing can be said about Julius Peppers, right? So if you are restricted, you don't have the coins, you need cards like Peppers and Ted Hendricks, it makes sense. I mean, again, 6'7", 94 speed, 90 man, 97 zone. To me, these are more slot DBs, and those would be my 2 CBs. However, I'm calling an audible right here. I mean, we have 5 out of 12 AP spent on defense. What I would do is we can move Marlon to the slot. We're going to make Brian Dawkins a corner, and we're going to go ahead and make Kevin Byard a corner, okay? And the whole reason for this is mid-zone and pick artists on these guys, 95 speed, 94 acceleration with 95 zone, and of course, 0 AP pick artist on this card. And we can also run the mid-zone knockout for 3. And also on Brian Dawkins right here, we can go to his abilities and we can run the mid-zone and the pick artist for 1. And Brian Dawkins is the one card on this list where we got to spend a decent amount of coins. Now, what you can do too is you can just run Byard right here. You can run Marlon right here. We can ignore Brian Dawkins, and then our 2 slot DBs could look something like this, okay? You can totally do this. I think this makes sense as well, but I just want to talk about Brian Dawkins too, because I do think it is kind of nice to have like another mid zone in the slot, but if you don't want it, we can just ignore Brian Dawkins, and this right here can be your CB lineup. Now let's round out a front 7 right here. Where right outside linebacker, I went more of a pass coverage player for both of them. I went Rob Gronkowski, 6'6", 268, 93 speed with great man and zone, and not the fastest at this point, but 6'6". I still think it can make a ton of plays. That's why he's here for me. And I have very similar thoughts to our left outside linebacker. I went Anthony Barr over Matt Judon. Matt Judon, more of a pass rusher who you can definitely use, right? I think it makes sense. But this card is 6'5", 95 speed, 95 block shed, not great pass rush, but good man, good zone. And again, he's just a beastly pass coverage player, and he also has good height. Let's go to middle linebacker right here, where at middle linebacker 1, we're going to go ahead and have Brian Crushing. This card is 6'3", 255, 93 speed, 96 XL with not really great zone. Like, he's not the fastest, doesn't have good zone. Why is he here? I just think he's valuable because 0 AP lurk artist at the bare minimum. You can run Avalanche on this card, but with this team in particular, we're just going to run the lurk artist. We're going to go ahead and have Tremaine Edmonds, and I think this is a card you can use him in a couple different ways. What I mean by that is, I think he can play outside linebacker for you. The big thing, mid-zone knockout, 1 AP. This card's 91 speed, 6'5", 87 zone. So he can take one of these guys' spot, and he probably should, right? Cushing, user, 0 AP lurk artist, Tremaine Edmonds in the box still, or like as an outside linebacker with the mid zone. Now let's talk about the defensive line right here, where at right end, we are going to go and have Joe Klecko. And Joe Klecko has 87 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 block shed, 92 power moves. The main reason why he's here though is 1 AP double or nothing. Feels like that makes him a beastly pass rusher. Now left end, we're going to go with someone out of position, but a real left end, if you are looking for a real one that I think is good, is Javon Curse. I mean, 93 speed with great finesse moves and block shed. He is a beast, but we're going to go ahead and take him out the lineup real quick. We're actually going to go ahead and go with Matthew Judon right here. And Matthew Judon is an edge rusher at the end of the day too. He's not a pass coverage player. That's why I had Anthony Barr where I had Anthony Barr. And this card is 89 speed, 94 XL with good block shed, good power moves, a little bit lower finesse moves. But again, this is another 1 AP double or nothing player. And rounding out the defensive line right here at DT1, we are going to have DeForest Buckner. And this card is 6'7", 295, going for 340K, 86 speed, 88 acceleration with really high finesse moves, and he only has that finesse move trait on yes. He's not going to use his power move, so you can basically ignore that rating. And good block shed as well, and another player that does get the 1 AP double or nothing. And yeah, that's what our AP setup on defense is looking like. And if you need a defensive tackle too, you can play Javon Curse right here, or another card that I really like if you want someone that is in position. I really like Dexter Lawrence too. 82 speed, 94 acceleration with high block shed, high power moves, high finesse moves. Think he's a beast. So yeah, this is what the defense side of the ball is looking like. And in total on defense, we spent around another 3 mil. We covered 14 cards, gave us an average price point of around 215K per position. Now let's go to special teams. teams right here. We're a kicker, Matt Prater right here, 93 kick power. Was looking at Brandon Aubrey as well. Has higher kick power than Brandon Aubrey. And at punter, we are just going to have Tom Brady, highest kick power punter. So yeah, boys, this is what my best value lineup is looking like in Madden 25 Ultimate Team. I hope you guys did enjoy the YouTube video today, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Madden 25 Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use these cards live on stream, have been streaming on both YouTube and Twitch to watch on the YouTube. Make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here.